In this example, we're going to take this general form or this equation and we're going to change this into standard form. In the previous video, I did everything, I changed into standard form first. This one, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look and see if we can determine which type of conic this is first, and then we'll change it into standard form. So let's take a look at what we have. We've got a 3x squared, a negative 30y, a negative 18x, a positive 87, and that's all equal to 0. One thing I'm noticing right away is that only one variable is being squared. It's definitely a parabola. To be a hyperbola, to be an ellipse, to be a circle, each one of the variables needs to be squared. So we can even write that up here. And that also clues us in to what we need to do to get this thing into something that looks like the standard form for a parabola. So what we can do is we can group the x terms in this case, because that's being squared, on the left hand side, and we'll move everything over to the right, everything else over to the right hand side. So we've got 3x squared, there's a negative 18x, and then if we move everything else over, we got the first term, the third term here, we need to move a 30y over, or negative 30y, so if we add 30y to each side, that'll be a positive, and then this will be minus 87 on the right hand side if we take away 87 from each side. Now to complete the square here, we only actually have one complete the square problem here to work. So we're going to factor out that 3. We want the coefficient of the x squared to be 1. Another way to say that is a is 1. In a quadratic, we call a the coefficient here of x squared. So we've got x squared minus, and then this is going to be 6x if we've done that properly. 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. And then on the right hand side, we're just going to let this chill out for a second, and we'll complete the square here. So half of b, negative 6, is divided by 2 is 3, and then negative 3 squared is positive 9. Remember, that number we add is always going to be positive. 3 times 9 is actually what we're adding to the left-hand side, so we need to balance the equation. We've unbalanced it right now by just adding that 9 in there. So to rebalance the equation, 3 times 9, 27, we'll add 27 to the right side. We can do the complete the square part over here, or at least factor this thing. So we're always going to write down the same sign that appears to the left of the term with x in it, and then half of this guy right here, 6, is going to be 3. That's going to be quantity squared, and that's going to be equal to 30y, and then this is negative 87 plus 27, which should be a negative 60. A couple things to do here. One thing we need to do is get rid of this 3. We'll have to divide by 3, and we're also going to have to factor a 30 out of this one. So it doesn't matter really which one you do first. So what we'll do maybe is, just for grins here, we will pull that 30 out, and that's going to be y minus 2 then inside the parentheses, and now we can divide by 3. So you've got x minus 3 quantity squared is equal to 10 times y minus 2. So we know it's a parabola, worked out that way in the end, and sometimes identifying which conic it is first can help you with where stuff needs to go. And of course you could figure out what P is, figure out where the vertex is pretty easily, the directrix, the axis of symmetry, and everything that you need to do. If you need help on that, check out those videos on parabolas.